All right, guys. Good morning. So yesterday I mentioned I'll probably not trade, but I woke up this morning and I see that what the market was moving a good pace was not too slow, not too fast, but it was like a medium pace. So when I woke up this morning, I see that I was looking at my charts. So let's go over the charts here. So 14.2 chart, 5.1 in the A range. So this morning, around, yeah, let me keep the pointer. So I noticed that it touched fibs, red fibs, and it came all the way down, and it was just sitting here. I was gonna put a sell order. Let me go to the 5.1 chart. Here we go. So this portion here is what's on the 2 chart. So it was right here. So I seen that there was two divergence and fibs. So this never turned blue. Now this was hitting to the downside, and that turned red. So it was like this. It was like that. So when that turned red, I already knew that this was going to go to the downside. So I placed a sell order just above up here, just in case if it would just went up a little bit and come down, I would go to the downside. So basically, I was looking at it like this. So it was sitting here. So this portion right here is this right here. So it was just sitting there, and it was moving pretty slow because it was like my time was 5:23, almost like 5:30, almost. So when it was it didn't reach to my cell order, so it just came all the way down, and basically it was just sitting right. It was just sitting there. It was just bouncing up and down. This bar didn't show yet. It was just these two. So that portion is this right here. So now, once I seen that this was still green, uh, then you have your green bands. Once it was like this. If you don't see these two in between the broken bands, it's gonna be a possibility that it's gonna continue to the upside. So sometimes what it will do is it will do one of these things that it will come down and then bounce on the green band and come back up. So this was still green. It never turned pink when it came all the way down. So when it was just sitting there, this didn't turn green yet. I already knew that this is gonna go to the upside and break the band and continue to the upside. So I had a sell order. Actually, I had it right here at this Fibonacci right here. So I had it there. I placed the sell order because in my mind probably is gonna do one of those things that hit fibs then come down, because this is already turned, the broken bands already turned red. Everything was all red. Then you have this pink band red. So sometimes they'll tell in your mind, okay, you're thinking, okay, this is gonna continue to the downside. But by all the time on the 14.2, you have to look at the 14.2 also, because this tells you good, right? So it tells you, okay, it's gonna hit up here and then come down, or hit one of these bands and then come down. But on the 14.2, you have this green band still supporting it to the upside. The 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 solid green bands was not in between. If this was in between, like if you see here, in between So this is it doesn't it's not going to continue to the downside anymore. It's going to basically go up to the upside. So I knew that for a fact that this is like a fake out. So it will come down and then go up. And usually that's what it does all the time. When you don't see these two bands in between, it does one of those up. It will just come down, do a pullback, and then come back up. So I canceled that order, and I just, you know what, I'm just gonna wait until the market opens. Um, this did not get, I didn't get filled because it didn't go up more, and I could have made this good profit here. So basically, so I just waited for the market to open. So it opened at 9:30. So this was moving a good pace now. It was moving fast. So good thing I had this canceled. So I was just waiting for a better opportunity. And when that turned green, I already knew that this is going to continue to the upside. So once once it was moving fast, I know that once it hit fibs, it does one of those pullback. So it will bounce on the band here. So when it got uh, to red fibs, I already had a buy order here at my green band because this was representing this right here, this band right here, this bar, this wrinkle bar. So I already know that this is going to continue to go up and probably hit fibs here and then come down. So sure enough, it hit my order and continued to go up to the upside. It hit my target one, and then once this, so also at the same time I was moving my stop loss, so I had it close to the target one, so it was moving up, and it like this wrinkle bar, it was just struggling to push up more. So basically, I just moved my target two at red fibs. If it would have just um, uh, come down to the downside, so I want to get more profit. So usually, what I did is I moved my red fibs right away at the I'm sorry, I moved my target two at red fibs, so I could just exit out and make a profit of 135. Yeah, I could have probably made a little bit more, but this was struggling to push. It was not pushing anymore. It was just sitting. It actually was just sitting here. It was just bouncing up and down. So I kind of figured, well, probably was gonna head down. So I moved my target two right away at red fibs, and I just got exit out. But yeah, sure enough, it pushed a little bit more, and then it came down. So I had a buy order here at this band here, but the problem is I canceled that is because this turned red, and then but yeah, your support here still, and then this was still green. But the problem is that this area right here was struggling. So it was struggling to break. Let me see. It was struggling to break nine 3909 to 0.25. It was struggling to break that, and it was just sitting here coming up and down. And so basically it was just going all over the place. Now you got two diversions, but you still have solid solid bands here of turn blue already, but this turned red. So at this point, you know what? I know my quota is $200, but I just gonna just walk away for 135. It's better to be green with a profit because at this area here was just struggling just to break. This right here, this area was just struggling to break, and I didn't want to put another buy order on the fibs here because sometimes it will just fake you out and it will just continue. It will just break all this and probably come all the way down. And I think it did already. No, actually, it didn't. It's just right here. So see, it's just struggling in this area. So it doesn't want to push up more, and it's just bouncing off of bibs here or in the green band. So that's the reason I'm not placing no more trades. It's already like 10:30, so I'm already done for the day. And um, yeah, if I would have put a buy order here, thinking that it's gonna push up, so now you have three diversions. So this is gonna continue to the downside. Probably gonna go all the way down to one to ones, but like I said, I'm already done. And let me see what the 14.2 tells you. Yep, see, look at it. It's going to continue down now. So this is solid red, and it's going to go all the way down to, and it's going to hit probably the band here. Yeah, it's going to continue down. See, if I would have put a buy order here or here, I would have been stopped out because this was struggling and it was just struggling to break to the upside. Once it see that it was just struggling to break to the upside, I say, you know what, it's not going up anymore. It's probably gonna just head down to the downside because now you have your green bands now that it's almost in between the broken bands. So this is an indication that it's gonna come down and probably hit band here and then come back up. So or probably just gonna continue to the downside all the way down probably to divergence or fibs on this one right here. So, but I'm already done for the day. I'm not doing more trades. It's kind of slower now because usually that probably a lot of people are not trading. Um, Probably they want to do the 4 day holiday weekend since Monday the market's closed. So, but yeah, so I got my profit on the open. It was almost like what 5 minutes of making 135. So now, see, look, it's now heading down. It's going to probably hit divergence here or one to ones and bounce back up, hit fibs here, and come down. If I would put a sell order here, then I would have made my profit going to the downside, hitting one to ones or divergence. Let me show you on the reason I was struggling to head down because I was looking at this trading view also. I was looking at my at this charts here. Here, let me take out these right here. So I was looking at this chart, and basically this portion here. This is a 5 minute chart. So this right here is representing. Let me go back. On my is this right here. This portion right here. So so this the Fibonacci 3902 that was I was telling you. It was not, and then you had this other band here, this pink band you see here. This was not breaking. It was just coming down and then hitting the 50 and then coming back up. So that's the thing. It's just I don't want to take any more trades because I don't know which way if it's gonna break up to the upside or probably continue to the downside or probably do a fake out, probably come all the way down and then push back up again. So that's the reason I'm not taking any more trades. See now it's going back up and it does this thing. It just this is my 1 minute chart. So it just it's just coming down, hitting the 50%, and not hitting, almost getting close to. Then it's just pushing up again. Look, it's not going back to the 99.25. So now it's pushing back up again. But it seems like it's just struggling to break this, and it's just sitting there. What happened to my other chart? Tell me I closed it. Oh, sorry, because I moved it. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. It's just struggling to break. It's struggling to break the 9-2 right here, this area. So it came down and did a fake out. If I would have put, well, I could have made this profit here, but now look at, see, you have nothing to indication to tell you to do a buy order to go to the upside. But now I'm not gonna see this big push. Now it's going back to the 925 again, right here. See 925. It's just sitting there. So it's gonna probably just sit there for a while. It's gonna just do one of those horizontal move. So it's not gonna go nowhere. Because if I would have put a buy order here, I mean a sell order, this is a fake out. I would have again stopped out. Look at that. See now that turned blue, so that's indication that it's gonna probably go to the upside now. Yeah, I'm looking at my on my trading view, and now it's pretty much breaking it now. So it sometimes it takes time just to break it. See, look at it, broke it. So now that's gonna continue to the upside now. It probably going to continue to the upside and get to 1775. That's my other Fibonacci trace. So yeah, you have to be sometimes you have to be patient enough to get this move. But yeah, if I would have had a buy order, if I had this buy order here, if I would have not moved my stop loss, if I just left it there to get stopped out almost somewhere around here, then I could have hold on to it and take it all the way up. But now look at that. Say if I would have had a stop, if I had a sell order here or here, definitely would be stopped out. Originally, this target two, it was up here, and sure enough, it reached to that. Look at that. I could have made this more of a profit. But the thing is, sometimes you don't know. Sometimes they will hit fibs, then come back down. Um, Dude, that was a nice big push. What time was that? 10:39, 10:40. Wow, that was a beautiful push right here. Good thing I stopped trading because in my mind, you know, you have red fibs. If I would have placed a sell order here or here at divergence, uh, I would have been stopped out already. Big time. I would have lost all my profits. But the thing is, I also always look at my other chart. I always look at this chart too, because this right here, once I see this turn, like I don't know if you can see that, but once you see that already turning like almost like a maroon color, like a darker color, that's telling you that it's gonna go to the upside. And then when this green line crosses the red, this tells you that this is a now a buyer's market. Seller's market is going down now, so now the buyer's market is more favored. So that's the reason it's heading to the upside. So now it broke the 929, the 929.25. See, it just broke that. So and also in my 5 minute chart, this was still green. This was still green. This was solid green. Then you had a buyer's market. So this tells you that this is still a buyer's market that's going to continue to the upside. Yeah, now it's just gonna be sitting there now at the 1-to-1s. All right, guys. So let me know what you think. Follow me, subscribe. I've been walking away 1:35 today, so I'm done for the day. Now it's going to the upside. Now you see the green bands outside of this broken band. Now it's telling me that this is going to continue to the upside now. See, I told you it hit band, push up. So this also on the 14-2, that tells me that this is still strong to the upside. So if I would have see if you see this, it makes you think, okay, this is going to go to the downside, but this portion right here represents this right here. So I bounce on the 14-2, and is still going to continue to the upside. So uh, usually I'll find that put a sell order here or here because this tells me a stronger that this is still going to the upside. If this would have just broke and turned pink, then yeah, then I would have probably put a sell order probably closer to the band because usually you go up a little bit, hit the band, then come down. But now it's just pushing up now. And the 14-2 gives you a better view of what it will do. So it pretty much came down, hit band, and then this is a nice, beautiful ride up to the upside. But yeah, so yeah, so it was just struggling here. That's the reason I didn't put no more sell orders or buy orders. So I just walked away with one. So I'm just walking away with 135. So I'm good for the day. Yeah, it's gonna go up to fibs right here. Probably gonna hit this fib and then come down, or probably gonna hit this fib here because now this green band's gonna go in between. If I hit this fib here, it's gonna be in between and it's gonna write down. That's the thing I like to see when the bands are in between the broken bands, so you could take a sell order or a buy order, vice versa. You know, if you see this, you can buy order to the upside. But if you don't see none of that, this is going to be a fake out. It's going to make you think that it's going to probably continue to the downside. But no, it pretty much it does one of these things. Will go a little bit down, and this doesn't turn pink. This is still solid green and right up. But here, I didn't put no more trades here because in this portion, it was just struggling. You know, didn't know which way to go. It was struggling on that 925 like I was telling you. So and plus I already made my quota. So I mean not my quota, but I made a profit. So I'm just gonna walk away with 135 now. Yeah, that's about to push to the upside now. Yeah, it's good to have all the charts because it tells you a good view, and also where's that part? So here you still have this band is that turned green. So this helps you too then not to take any more no more sell trades. If you would have took a sell trade here or here because it was looking like this, you would have again stopped out because you have to look at this too because this turned green. It was like this. If that turned green and that turned blue right away, this is gonna continue to the upside. So you could have probably put a buy order here right away because this support indicator appeared right away. So you could have just put a buy order there and hit your order, and this would have you could have took this all the way. So this right here is this right here. So when that turned, you could have put a buy order. I usually don't hit the buy market. I usually don't because sometimes it'll just fake you out and come down. I like to see a better indication. I like to trade off the fibs. I like to just put my sell orders and buy orders on the fibs because if you would have put a just if you hit the buy order, if you would see that sometimes it will just sit there and then fake you out then come down. But look at that. That was a nice push. Wow, this is beautiful. That was a good. This would have been a good profit. If I was doing ES, I would have made 1,350. If I was trading ES. All right, guys. Well, have a good weekend and be safe. Just continuing hustling and grinding. And I'll talk to you guys next week on Tuesday. Monday, I'm not gonna trade. It's the market's closed. So, but all right, guys, have a good weekend. Talk to you guys later.